I do. I do, Mallory. Definitely. It is. For a long time, I couldn't go over there. It was just too much, but it's piped down a little bit. Now it's, mainly about Nicole over there now. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I do still, I don't know if anybody remembers, but I go to the dentist on July 18th. And they're going to do the impressions for the final dentures. So I'm excited about that. What's up, Rave? I know. Thank you. I know. I'm nervous, but excited at the same time. It is, Christy. It is. I feel like, that it's like the way that they were with me is how they are with Nicole over there now. It's changed from me to Nicole. Aw, thank you, Mallory. But I know that I really have. I've missed you guys. Aw, thank you, Laura. I have. I've missed you guys a lot. But like I said, it was needed. Oh, yay, Christy. That's exciting. Oh, but I was talking about materialistic things. So I like a lot of things. Thank you, Ash. Jewelry just so happens to be one of the things that I like. But I like shoes, like tennis shoes. No, not yet locally hated, but I really have cut way, 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 way back. Like way, way, way back. I was smoking like 2 to 3 packs of cigarettes a day, and I smoke, I'll say about a pack. Usually it's less, but some days a pack. So I cut way back. Aw. You didn't do the immediate. I love Victoria's Secret. I do. That's another thing. Like I have many things. I like clothes. Um, I like purses. Um, Household stuff. Like there's many things. Hoodies. I love collecting hoodies. It's just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are exactly like that. It's just everybody likes different things, you know what I mean? Some people like it's tattoos, right? Tattoos are really expensive. Um, but that's their what they like. Or, a lot of people like a lot of things. Are you? See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like everybody is materialistic in some way, shape, or form. And to me, that's not a dig at somebody. Like, I am thankful that, Joey and I started from the bottom, now we're here, type shit. Although everybody likes to think that he's got all this money, I don't know where the fuck they get that from. Like, there were times where, we were working 2 jobs at a time. Like, no, like, we worked really hard to get where we're at. Horses. I bet you that's an expensive one, Michelle. Tumblers. I almost bought a Starbucks cup the other day, but they pissed me off there, so I didn't get me one. Yeah, no, tattoos are not cheap. Yeah, toxic. I've quit drinking my Monsters. I have. But I wanted to prove a point. Some of the points that I was proven, like talking about mine and my husband's Mex life is not a flex. Like, that's not a flex at all. Like, and if it weren't for TikTok and their guidelines, girl, we could go into detail. And I could tell you, what you should be doing. Or I could get him to tell you what you should be doing. You know what I mean? Like, we could give you some guidance. And maybe you would worry about something else other than me. Food for thought. But I know TikTok and the guidelines, they don't, yeah. Think he dresses up then? No, he saves that for, when he goes out, Jenny. Michelle, girl. Huh. What you mean, Laura? Right. That's fun. Joey doesn't like dress up. How does he say it? It's a waste of time. Because like you do all that time to like get diddied up or whatever, and it's on the floor in 2 seconds. And I'm like, it's a valid point. It's valid. Yeah. He's not into that. But, we do be having a good time. Sometimes, I feel like, it could help some people if they, focused on that a little bit. What the hell does it? Okay. Garrett, Tara's husband. What's that damn game? Dragons, Dungeons. Apparently they dress up for the game. Some type of game that he goes on the weekends. Right. He do be chasing them waterfalls. Yes, that game. And they dress up. I remember like when he was throwing her out, he was throwing her out of the house and they got into that big ass fight. Hey, Basil. And like he left, like they got into that big ass fight. He left and went somewhere and he came back with these totes, like those container totes. He came back with a couple of them. And that motherfucker packed up his Hot Wheels. That was the first thing that he did before he touched any of her shit, before he touched any of the kids' shit. The Hot Wheels apparently was in the trailer, and he done packed his little Hot Wheels up and took them to his little RV. So he could go play Dungeons and Dragons and dress up with his friends. So manly, It's so funny too. He took his toys and went home. Right. It's so funny too. Like I remember like she would bitch about, so like he plays Call of Duty. Joey plays Fortnite. He plays Call of Duty. And she would bitch that he would be on the game all the time, which, I bitch about it too. But my husband doesn't turn away work. to, sit and play on the game. And that was like, she said it was one time, it was like a month where he hadn't went to work, wouldn't answer work calls or anything. And girl, you cooking and cleaning and, letting him rub your back. Girl, bye. Right. Ain't no way in hell. Nope. And if I ever had a man tell me he wasn't going to marry me over some little chick, girl, bye. You better work and get that little check. Right, Harley. It's crazy. It's just fucking crazy. But, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not worried about what... Oh, I don't know, Anna. I'm not worried about what they, say about my marriage. I know that is his excuse, Lisa. I know what type of marriage I have. I know, we're not perfect. Don't get, I'm not trying to portray that we're some perfect people. We're not by any means. But she should be worried about hers and not mine. Exactly, Harley. That's the thing that I didn't understand in her little video. I just don't get it. I know that when Joey's business was doing well, you know what we did? We took some of the profits and bought things that he needed or made his job easier. For example, he does windows and he has to bend metal for the windows. And they had this tool. So at first when he would bend metal, he would have to take a razor knife and cut the long pieces of metal with the razor knife. And it took for fucking ever, right? And when he started profiting, he bought this little like rolly thing. I don't even know what it's called. But it's like a $500 tool. And you just roll it and it cuts it and it's so much faster and easier. And yeah, when you make profits, you buy things that help your business to run smoother. I don't understand the aspect of, expecting people to buy shit for you. I don't get it. I don't get it. Right. You put money back into your business. That's the only way you can have a successful business. You don't just keep all the profits. You got to fucking put money back into it. What's up, Ollie? Oh, okay. I forget what that damn tool that he got. I thought it was the neatest thing when I seen it after he had bought it. It was the neatest thing because I used to be out there with a razor knife, cutting the metal. And he pulled that little thing out. No, not the brake. It's when the metal is in the brake and he uses this tool to cut it. I don't know, Haley. Exactly, Marie. Because you have to put money back into it. Exactly. Right, Allie. Right. Mine too. I know that one of the things that I bought for him, now I bought him this. So where I work, we use Milwaukee tools. And where I work, they're not very easy on the tools there. Like people just, they drop them, they throw them, they're not good to the tools. And they are some tough ass tools. So I got a little bit of money together and I bought him a set of Milwaukee tools. That was one of the things that I got for him. I know, Harley. I know. I hope, sometimes I hope that people will see it. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. You know. I know that you won't see me out here fucking asking my people for shit. I will not do it. The two things that I received from my followers were the teeth money and the iPad, and both of those things were pushed by her. Both of them. So, and I'm thankful. Don't get me wrong. I am thankful, but I would have never just been out here. I never. Nope. Nursing life. Nope. She just ran like today. They did all this and they're in the rankings. That's what Lala does. She starts talking shit and runs rankings. That's what she does. Now I'll say that I admit it today. Look, I am. Miss Lisa came in and she threw me a Interstellar, and of course because I haven't been on in so long, I'm in a low league and it put me in, but I got on here to talk shit about what the fuck they've been saying all day, not to run rankings. Right, Nursing. I mean, if that's how they're dying, there's plenty of, stay-at-home moms. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of them. And I'm not, downing or saying anything against that at all. But to quit your job to do TikTok is not smart. And like, she did that after they knew that TikTok was going away. Like, what? Y'all crazy. That is not true, Debbie. That is not true at all. The only we discussed, so the reason that she wanted me to have the iPad was I had a old phone that I would record with, like if I needed to record somebody's live or record a phone call, whatever. I used an old phone that I had, and I forget what it was doing, but like it was kind of a pain in the ass. It wasn't the easiest. And that was when she suggested about getting an iPad. And I didn't want to. I wanted, I said, if I really want one, my husband will get it for me. And he absolutely would have. And the only thing that I've said is it doesn't have any storage. And it doesn't. I haven't recorded anything. Like, there's nothing on there. And it keeps saying that the storage is full. I did. I tried to buy storage and it didn't work. That's the only thing that I've said about it. What it was intended for, I was struggling being able to do because of the storage. That, but she told me that she bought me the same one that she had, and that is not true. It's not true at all. She bought the one that she got for me is the lowest amount of storage. I don't know either. I don't know why people do either. That's just like the whole house thing, you know? I own 4 acres. No, you don't. Girl, bye. Like, she act like she fucking pulled out cash and spent on this property when that's not the case at all. Not at all. So, I mean, she showed me the receipt of, you know, the iPad, but I was under the impression that I was getting the one that she got, and she doesn't have a 32 gig iPad. If I were to have been purchasing one, I would have been purchasing one with the most storage, which I know that they're more expensive, but that's what I would have purchased myself. I didn't, Jesse. I didn't. So, and not everybody sees that stuff. Like, some people do, but some people don't.